Hey guys, welcome back. It's Joey. You're watching Vegas D-Tech. Got another one for you today. We're back here at Gratitude Park. We just got back from the lake marina just a couple days ago. I showed you what was going on out there, but I got some latest news here. So looks like there was an actual explosion at the dam today, right around 10 o'clock this morning. Here, got some footage here for you to take a look at. Yeah, it looked like some people, and it looked like one of the generators caught on fire and blew up. Happened at around 10 o'clock in the morning. And just wanted to bring this up to you. Look at this stuff here, guys. Yeah, man, you see that there? So let me just explain to you. You see these things that are happening here. I mean, one of my other videos there that you guys recall where I got stopped on the dam and turned away by Homeland Security, where they were saying that they were turning people around. They closed the dam for the day because they said they had some kind of a water pipe break or something like that.
And stuff, you want to check it out, but hopefully they'll get this done soon, but I have no guarantees.
Do you know why they had to shut the water off at the dam?
Oh, they were doing a project last night.
Okay.
And they were supposed to get it all done by like 4 this morning.
Oh.
Something went wrong, and so they had to keep all the water off until they finished that up. So
Be restored sometime today?
fingers crossed, but I can't guarantee anything.
All right, I
just wait
appreciate
for them to radio me.
Thank you, boss. Appreciate you.
You got it.
All right. At least on the government website, that's what they were saying, is that they had a water leak, so they shut the dam down. And then here we are again here now, 10 o'clock in the morning. Now you got generators blowing up with fires and stuff down at the bottom of the dam. Now guys, I don't know if this is a precursor of things to come, especially when you're having all these situations with the water levels going down to where, if you take a look at this video right here, that explosion happened on the Arizona side, right? And I told you there were 17 generators and now they're running on 5. And you know, there's all kinds of situations when the water pressure is not right. They have to recalibrate and fix these generators, man. I was telling you about the cavitation issues, about how these turbines can capture air bubbles and it just breaks them and makes them run really terrible. And I don't, you know, like I said, I don't know the whole details on that. Everybody says that as far as the news is concerned, that everything's under control and there's no jeopardy to the power grid. They're running at the same efficiency as they've always run, but who knows what that means. You know what I mean? I mean, we only get the reports that they want to tell us, but not necessarily the truth. Now anyways, guys, I wanted to talk with you a little bit about you know, crisis, right? And how people manage crisis, whether they believe in them or not. When I go to work and I talk to people out there and I ask them, hey man, what's going on? You know, what do you think is what do you think the situation with the lake? I mean, what's on your mind? What do you think about it? A lot of times these guys, basically, they have no opinion of it. They actually don't believe that there's an actual problem. And as far as they're concerned, if it isn't happening in real time, if it ain't explosions, it ain't for real. Like here, that footage right there, that's a real explosion. Blowing up right there in front of your face. See, now that's real. And sometimes it's what it takes. It has to actually be for real, happening in real time for people to notice it and actually have an opinion and either get nervous or be moved. But if you can't see it happening, then it's not real. And I have a little short clip that I want to show you here of an individual. I don't want to show the whole video. I don't want to get any copyrights or anything like that. But here's an individual, like I was telling you before, when there's a crisis, you could either be an extremist, run for the hills, sell everything, drop everything, get the hell out of town. Everything's on fire, man. This is chaos. Run, right? A sensationalist. Or you could actually be on the other end of it and be like, it's not a big deal, man. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I wouldn't worry about it. Nothing's going to happen. Non-believer, right? In all of my reports, I try my very best to get you guys to understand and see just what's really going on out here. Now, this one video clip, I tell you, it's absolutely astounding how this individual just breaks it down like, hey guys, you know what? Everything's under control. There's zero chance that anything is going to happen. We're not going to run out of water. There's plenty of water coming in. And, you know, there's zero chance that we're going to be running the dead pool. So everything's good. And he just plays it like this, okay? Now, when individuals get reports and stuff like this, and this individual is sensationalizing that it's not a serious crisis, not a serious issue, then you've got typical people that watch that and they don't know any better. You know, and I just don't like either way. I don't like the whole sensationalist things, When I make these reports for you guys, I'm just trying to break to you and bring to you the news as I see it. If there's water loss, I show it to you. If there's a problem with boats not being able to launch at the marina because of the situation of the water being too low, I show it to you. If there's something happening at the marina where they're having to move the boats out every, couple. I mean, it's funny. I mean, some of you might watch that and be like, hey man, yeah, that's about right. That's about right. And then other people will be like, that's the most retardedest thing I've ever seen in my life. There's absolutely something going on. There's absolutely a situation happening with the water. You guys can clearly see it. When I talk to people at my work and I ask them about the situation, they're like, Joey, I seen your video, man, on that you put out. I would have never known that there was ever a problem or a situation at the lake had I not watched your videos. I'm like, you would have never known. No, because the typical news only spins like maybe a 30-second clip to what's going on out there, and then they just move away from it. So here's a typical look at what a local news clip would be of the water situation here at Lake Mead. Here, have a look.
The 2-year forecast from the Bureau of Reclamation now showing by January the lake could be about 6 inches higher than predicted. Still, the water level is expected to drop roughly 21 feet by this time next year. A decision on more water conservation measures will be made. That decision made next month.
You know what I mean? So right from something like that, they go to the next thing, Oh, and the new Walt Disney Resorts is coming to town on a new project proposal for a $5 million complex located by the M's Casino. You see what I mean? And it's just like, as long as people are downplaying the situation and not giving you any type of reports out there, I'm not sure that they want to give you any reports like that. Because I keep on thinking that when I asked the realtor, I asked some of these realtors here, hey man, do you think that this situation with the water is going to be affecting the housing market here in Las Vegas? And the girl was like, nah, never, man. She goes, they're not going to let this thing happen in Las Vegas. No way. There's just way too much money in this city, and these homes are worth way too much to let that happen. So I wouldn't be concerned about it. There's always a situation at the lake. I don't know about there's always been a situation at the lake. I can tell you that this drought is it is a 2-decade. It has gone on for 2 decades now. 20-year drought situation, and it's finally caught up. It's finally moved to that point that it is absolutely something that we have to be concerned about. Now, I just watched this a news update here just recently this morning that Flaming Gorge gives Lake Powell water. Okay, they need to give, they're forced to give Lake Powell water so that their generators can keep running to produce power. So even though Flaming Gorge wants to hold that water back, they have to let it go to Lake Powell, okay? But Lake Powell is also having big issues with drought in their area, and they give their water and let their water flow to Lake Mead. Now look guys, the way this individual here that you saw in the clip is talking, he's like, don't worry about it, man. Even if it goes to Deadpool, the guys down below, it's going to suck for them. But Las Vegas, we're going to be just fine. Plenty of water coming in. Plenty of water coming in. Who says so? Who says so? If Las Vegas is going to be in a Deadpool state, if Lake Mead goes to a Deadpool state, who's to say that Lake Powell up ahead is not going to be in a Deadpool state themselves? And who's to say that Lake Powell is going to continue giving up their precious resource when they need it for their communities? Why would they think, oh, you guys in Las Vegas, I see none of the water that you have in your reservoir is making it out to Arizona or Southern California, but you guys have an implement in place to make sure that you have plenty of water going to your city. But it depends on us being kind and letting water pass our dam to give to you. What makes you think that any of the upper dams up ahead that's also going through Deadpool problems are going to give Lake Mead water? That is just so arrogant to think. You know what I mean? It just blows my mind, and it just completely upsets me, that I would never want to go out there and try to cause a calamity and make people just, get panic. Because I'm not trying to make panic. I'm just trying to bring people awareness as to the situation that's going on at the lake. But on the other end of it, I don't want you guys to be Clydesdale horses with patches across your eyes. You know what I mean? And pretend and tell you guys, hey, everything's cool, dude. Don't worry about it. Nothing will ever happen. Everything is fresh. That's, that's what the news wants to tell you. But being on the ground and giving you these reports live, I can't do that. I have to show you what's really going on. But it blows me away, like I said, when I take the general consensus of what a city thinks, what people actually think about what's going on, they're clueless. So many people are actually clueless, you know, and the water going down is such a drastically slow situation that nobody believes that it's a problem until it's a serious problem. Until you're getting that PBS broadcast news bulletin saying that something's going down, you know. But here you go, you got dams, you know, you got generators at the dams blowing up, catching on fire. I mean, you know, and then I had that one situation where I got stopped at the dam, told me that the dam is closed, turn around, you know. And let me tell you this, before we even ever get to Deadpool, do you think that before we ever get to Deadpool, look, there's already an implement in place where the Bureau of Reclamation has already said that these people here have until August to come up with some sort of a plan, or else they got directives to where they'll step in, and if they have to, they're going to take the powers out of their hand, out of the local jurisdiction's hand, and make decisions that may make a lot of people mad. And that's just how it goes, you know. And before the water situation goes down, do you really think that there's not going to be any economical impacts or political uprisings about Southern California not getting a share of the water? Like, they're going to really allow the water to back up behind the dam, so the dam is not producing any power in the Deadpool state. It's none of the water behind that dam is being allowed or can come out of the dam to get to Arizona or Southern California, and they're going to be cool with that. They're just going to let Las Vegas sit back with a big old Slurpee straw and just continue to suck water. And somehow Lake Powell up ahead is going to continue to let water flow, fill up behind the dam, just for the usage of the people here in Las Vegas. Really? Do people really think that situation or that scenario would really be allowed to play out, and that it would be something easy like this? Never, dude. Never. I can guarantee you, man, if that dam ceases to do anything except hold water back and not let any of it pass, and it's not producing any electricity, it might be time to blow the dam. You know, I wouldn't put it past me that California and Arizona, you know, half that dam sits on the Arizona side of the river. That's right, there's two wings. There's the Nevada side, and then there's the Arizona side. Does Arizona really, do I really think that Arizona is going to allow the water to just sit there behind that dam and not let any of it come back down? Why not California and Arizona get a pack and say, screw that, we're going to still go ahead and burrow a tunnel around the dam and let water be diverted out of there. What's left of it, it's going to be diverted down, and we're going to get our water one way or the other. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy, crazy, crazy to think that this is going to be such a simple thing, you know, to play it down like this is a simple situation. It is a very complex situation. And you know, the way that the water rights were reported way back when, California, this is California's water. The majority of that water in that reservoir belongs to California. When there's cuts to be made, those cuts are generally made like tier 1 and tier 2. When these shortages come like this, where they have to make these cutbacks, it's normally Arizona that has to give up 11% of their water, and then Nevada gives up like 5 or 6%. And then when the next cutback comes, again, it is Arizona cutting back another 5%, and then Nevada getting cut back another 2 to 3%. Now, who here did I not mention? California, right? None of the cutbacks go to California because California has the biggest guns. They're the ones with the biggest dibs on what's left in that water and in that reservoir. So just because you could look out and see a bunch of water out there, trust me, that is a bank account for the states below. Las Vegas only gets a small percentage of that water allotment. That entire, what you see out there, that does not all belong to Las Vegas. And this is something that people need to see. If they were able to just close off the water that Las Vegas gets and say, that over there, that little puddle over there, that's what you guys get. The rest of all this water that you see here, this here goes to Southern California, to Arizona and Mexico. But this little piece right here, that's your cut. That's your cut over there. Maybe that's when people will realize. Maybe that's when people will actually look and understand how the water situation works. Yes, it is a situation. It is serious. You know, and I just want people to be aware, take notice, man, and start acting like, you know, that there's a situation here with water. Don't be such a ponded carp to believe that it's just that easy like this guy is talking about. Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. If we can't let any water go downstream, sucks for those guys. But for us, water's going to keep coming. No problem at all. So anyways, guys, I needed to get out here real quick and give you the little 411 about the situation with the explosion at the dam, and also give you that little clip that I saw where the typical people, how they think about what's going on. And I just can't bend my mind around people trying to make a serious situation something so simple, because it really isn't. It's an ongoing situation. I'm going to continue to give you the situation reports at the dam, at the marina, at the lake as I get them, and you guys will be the first to know. So anyways, guys, just a real quick video update. Let you guys know what's going on out here. Man, it's the evening, but it is still terribly, terribly hot. Still about 109 over here at Gratitude Park. I still have gratitude. I love this park. But man, the heat spares no one. Anyways, guys, thank you very much again for joining me on another episode of Vegas D-Tech. Hey, if you guys haven't done so already, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I try to answer as much of them as I can. And share this with your friends. Give me a thumbs up. And I will catch you guys back here on the very next video. You guys be well. See you later. Thank you.